and we are live with Anna Kovalova.
Hello guys, nice to see you all. And what is our topic today, Roman? Can you help me please?
Yes, today's
Because
topic...
I have an idea, but I'm not sure if we settle on...
Today's topic is going to be on arm styling, Latin arm styling. We spoke to the fans, followers, and dancers all over the world, and almost unanimously, they all want to learn about Latin arms.
Very nice topic. Well, personally, I think it's a beautiful topic to discuss. And, well, I have a different experience for like 12 years, which I'm in America. Until now, I have a big experience with beginners and professionals. So I have kind of like mixed audience. And, well, it's helped me to analyze many actions and movement more detailed because of them. And I want to base our lesson today on some exercises which will help you to understand your arm movement and coordination, as well as I will explain you very simple structure, the way you have to move your arm, and it's just based on the very basic arm movement. And also maybe we'll go through, I hope we have a time for discuss a little bit more the energy and the feeling into it. So first of all, I want to start with some exercises. I took it from my dance course, Dance with Anna. So I will share here with you some of them. And for me, arm movement and beautiful arms in Latin dancing, it's not all about the arms and body movement. I'm also more concentrate on the spine and the shoulder blade. So for me, the beautiful arm is as well as it's a beautiful spine. So for warm up, we were gonna start with the exercise, and we will start with a very simple exercise. We'll move our both arms. Just open your elbows to the side, and now squeeze it back towards your body, towards your rib cage. Again, open and close. Now, we're not only gonna move our arms side to side. I want you to pay attention to my back. So when you open up your elbows to the side, and you're kind of stretching your spine. Now, when you start to move your elbows towards your body, I want you to activate your shoulder blades on maximum. And again, stretch your spine, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. So basically, I have a main action in my spine, and my arms has a reaction to my body movement. And that's a very important topic for the arm. And now, when we have an arm action to the side, let's say a very basic principle, when we have a cucaracha or we just doing rumba walks, we'll right now do like not a small exercise by points. So 4 points I want you to pay attention to. So we're gonna start with the elbow. Try to move your elbow, stretch it to the side, not backwards, not forwards, keep it to the side. Now, this is point number 1. Number 2, start to have a scooping action with your wrist and move your arm to 3. Roll your shoulder blade as well as connect your lat muscle in. And now this is number 3. And number 4, return, bring your elbow back towards your body. One more time. Elbow 1, 2, arm to the side, 3. Activate your lat muscle and your shoulder blade. And now 4, bring it back. You can keep your legs apart. And again, elbow, arm, shoulder blade, and your spine activation. Bring your arm back. Again, elbow to the side. Now make sure that your elbow and your arm is actually in front of your body. It's not going backward. I already mentioned that, but I just want you to pay attention when you exercise this move. And to the side, arm to the side straight, shoulder blade and your lat muscle activation, and bring your elbow back. Great. this is a structured movement. And I'm afraid if we're gonna dance like that, we're gonna look like a robot. And I don't like, of course, nobody likes to see just the structural movement. I'm more about, I like more natural way and natural movement in the arm. But that's your direction, so it's kind of a basic if you don't know how to and where to move your arm. So those points you have to always pass through. And the main point here is always point number 3. When you roll and you activate your shoulder blade and your lat muscle. Because very often, not that often, but some dancers moving the arm totally and they are not aware about the back and about the spine. Especially for the girls, if you have a like low cut in your dress. That's very important action and finish line for your arm action. So point number 3 is the main key for the beautiful arm action. Now, when we have, and we already know these 4 points and we know the structure, I want you to pay attention to my direction in the arm. When I start to move my arm to the side with the elbow and with my side, my arm is going straight to the side. When I straighten when I scoop the hand and I start to move my arm into the straight position, you see my arm is not in front of me. I kind of have a movement back, side, and when I roll my shoulder blade and my leg down, my arm is facing the front, so it's forward diagonal. And then you can pull your elbow towards your body. So I have a little bit more space, I cover a little bit more space when I have an arm action. It's not just straight to the side only or forward. You have a side, back, side, forward, arrive into that position and bring your elbow back to your body. So I want you to cover a little bit more bigger space with the arm action. One more time, side, back, side, forward. Activate your lat muscle and bring it back. Now, of course, I think many of you know how to keep the fingers and hand position. I just want to remind you, and it's okay if you have a kind of like broken wrist, it's fine, but I prefer a little bit more extension. So through my fingers, of course for the ladies is a little bit more open finger position, and but I want you to not only push your wrist down because it's a little bit look broken, but it's again, it's all about the style, it's okay to do. I like to feel that my fingers, all my 5 fingers, are stretching and reaching to the side, to the side of the wall. Yes, so I keep my wrist slightly bent, but at the same time I have full feeling that I kind of reaching with my fingers away from my shoulder blade action. And now from here, try to start the movement from the pinky. Turn your pinky and all your 5 fingers, and only then you can bring your elbow back to your body. Do not start right away with the elbow. Yes, so first of all, try to achieve and activate your hand rotation and then bring your elbow back to your body. Yes, one more time. So we have elbow, arm, leg, hand, and bring your elbow back. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, finishing your back, 3. I will turn so you can see my back. And again, we have a side action, arm, finish in your spine. Activate your hand and bring your elbow back. Again, arm action, spine, hand, elbow. Very nice. Now, based on this structure, we can have a different feelings to it. So it doesn't mean that you always have to be in maximum tone. It's all about your current feeling. I can have the same arm movement with the same structure, with the same shoulder finish, but I can keep my fingers very free and relaxed and soft. So that way I can just feel it more sensual, and the movement became very, very soft and light. I can keep my fingers maximum tone. I can feel every single finger, every single muscle in my arm and in my body, in my back, and I can make it a little bit more kind of like heavier action. Also, you can have a speed change. You can bring your arm, for example, out, and now you can bring it back with the slow motion. Or you can move your arm to the side slowly and bring it back. Yes, so it's all about the energy and depends on your current selling points and your feeling. As well, it's very important to breathe. I mean, that's a very common question. When I have to breathe when I'm dancing, or I have to breathe when I move my arms, you have to always breathe. It's always, not stop. And only one suggestion. When you move your arm to the side, I recommend you for now to do entire arm action to the side. Let's say. Now, when you activate your lat muscle and your spine, you can exhale and arm in again. Inhale, exhale, in, out, and in, out, and in. So you constantly have to breathe through through those actions, and only what you can change is your energy. Now, it's also important to activate your chest as well when you move your arm, and it depends what you want to show. Let's say, for example, if I move my arm out forward, right? I can have this type of movement when my spine is going constantly in the resistance away from my arm. Yes, and then I can bring, for example, my arm up. Or it usually happens when you take a step back. So you kind of like, you resist. Yes, so your spine is going back, your arm is moving forward, and then you can move your arm up. If, for example, you want to send your arm with your chest, very often this action we have during movement forward, you can do so too, but then return again with your spine. So this point, the center point of your spine, upper spine, and your chest is constantly also have to move and help you with opposition. So it's a very common exercise. When you move your arms forward, you have to opposite yourself with your spine back. When your chest is moving forward, it's naturally, you will feel that it's very natural movement. Your arms want to go back. And again, you start with your spine back, arms is forward. Chest is forward, arms naturally moving back. So, but the key to this movement, that your chest and your spine, that's the action. Your arm is just a reaction. And one more. When we moving our arm up, let's say I have a step back, yes, I bring my arm up, and I just have a hand rotation, whatever, like it can be just any type of the arm, you can even stay in place, yeah? So we move our arm up. The finish point of this arm action, it's your shoulder blade, it's your lat, and it's your spine. This is unfinished movement. When we just move our arm, we settle on the hip, spine doesn't work, and you continue with the next step. So always remember, no matter where you move your arm, up or to the side, right now is up, finish and start the action with your spine in your shoulder blade, and then continue to the next step. So when we move our arm up, we as well activating our lat and our spine muscle. So no matter what you do with your arm, spine is always active. I want to see a lot of movement and action in your spine. And I think that would be the last point for today. But sometimes it's bothering me, so I want to discuss that. For the girls, for the ladies, it's not very common, but I see sometimes those type of lines when we have our hand closer to our face. Yes, if for example it can be in cha-cha, in rumba, it can be in paso, and I want to just discuss this beautiful arm movement with you. So the beginning, the exit from this line and actual line. The beginning of this line, do not rush and do not start like right away from the finish point, from the line right away. Yes, so sometimes for example during the check or any step, yeah, I can see the girls is right away in the line. This is not complete movement. So how you can improve this action? Try to stretch your arm first of all and feel this weight and resistance, like somebody is pulling your fingers all the way down to the floor. Now, from that stretch, move your arm forward and still feel this stretch. Opposite your arm with your spine. Now, with your wrist and your elbow, first of all, bring it in, and now, again, starting with the chest. Move your chest and stretch your elbow slightly backward. Now, in this position, make sure that your hand is kind of lower than your elbow. It's not this position. I don't know even how to do like this. Yeah. So we're not closing only our eye. We have to stretch the line and elbow always slightly higher than the hand. Also about this hand. We not, well, it depends. It can be a soft action, right? But again, we talk about the nice line and finish position. So here, you don't need to keep your arm behind your head. Your arm has to be slightly in front of your right eye, because my right arm is up, and you have to keep all your 5 fingers open. And through your chest, you can increase this line because you're stretching your chest forward and your elbow you pull back. Yes, one more time. So first, the beginning, no matter if you even do the check and it's fast and cha-cha-cha, you still have this momentum where you have to release and stretch your arm down, bring your palm forward, twist your wrist and arrive into this line. Again, stretch your chest and move your elbow backward. Now, from this position, when we're already in the line, don't just drop your arm or move it forward, or I don't know, so many options can be. Yes, if you want to release your arm, again, start with your elbow, like you take off, I don't know, the jacket, yes? So start with your elbow, squeeze your shoulder blades on maximum, and give a nice finish in your wrist. So this is a more melting action after such a strong climb. Yes, one more time. Stretch your arm down, feel the resistance. Move your spine away from your arm. Stretch your chest forward, arrive into the beautiful line. And now from here, melt through your elbow first down and your wrist. One more time. Down, move it forward, twist, stretch, and release. Commonly, you can use this action in the sliding doors. Let's say if you want to style your sliding doors a little bit differently, yes, so you can have the same action and the same exit from this action to the next movement, yeah. So I think it's important to talk about this type of lines, which is maybe not very common, but is popular in Latin dancing. And so today, my main point and main topic, it's of course it's the spine, because for me the beautiful arm action, it's again, I want to see all activity and all the result of this hard work in your spine, not only the arms. Yes, and again, I try to explain very clearly the structure by points, but it doesn't mean that you have to dance like a robot with that structure. You know the direction, and now just try to put the feel into it and have a clear idea in your head how you want to present this movement. Or is it soft, or it's more muscular, or it's fast, or it's slow? But it's important to know the structure. Yes, you can practice, use it as a warm-up, these 4 points: elbow to the side, arm to the side, straight. Now, without activating your arm, only your shoulder blade and your leg muscle, all the way down, roll it down. After that, turn your hand, bring your elbow in. And of course, in coordination with both hands, you also can practice later. But as long as you know the right structure, it will be more clear for you to understand the principles. And arms up as well. When you move your arm up, there's so many ways to move your arm up. Through the palm up, just regular arm movement from the side. Yes, but no matter how you move your arm up, you always have to finish with your shoulder, not only with the hip. Yes, activate your spine. So this is the action. Lower part is reaction after. Spine, hip, or spine, hip. And you're activating even more your spine, then release. Yes, and the last figure we did today, the last arm action, it's the pull back, yes, with the open hand. Again, I will remind you those points. Start the movement through the maximum stretch and resistance from your back and your arm. Now, twist your hand and activate your line through the elbow. Pull your elbow all the way back and up. And when you exit from this movement, release your arm through the elbow and then your hand. So it's more kind of melting action. We are good.
Thank you everybody for watching, and please remember, if you want more details and a ton of videos explaining different body parts, exercises, warm-ups, stretches, combos, go to dancewithanna.com and subscribe. It is a low monthly rate. If you refer 3 friends, you will all get a discount. So be sure to head over now. If you have any questions, please either DM me at Dance or DM Anna at Anna _Lova, and be sure to follow Dance with Anna online on all social media. Thank you, Anna Kovalova. Thank you so much. Let's see, gotta do this one.